Hey traders, this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. How are you? Today's date is Thursday, September 12th, 2024. Before we start looking at the market and pre-market charts, I want to shout out to you that today, Thursday, at 3 p.m., I will be hosting a very special webinar on the rounded bottom breakout, the trend indicator, and the 3-8 trap. I would love to see you there, okay? I will post it in the links in the comment, a link to register in the comment. If you can't be there, don't worry. I will record it and I will get it to you. If you don't get it, just email me and I'll make sure that you get the recording. But you must register, okay? So check the comments below in the YouTube or in our YouTube channel. Click on that link, register, and I'll make sure that I have a copy of the recording available for you. We'll be doing the rounded bottom breakout, which is a flagship strategy of ours. I'll be covering the trend indicator and I'll be covering the 3-8 trap for the best entry that I know in trading. All right, let's take a look at a few charts in the market. There we go. Okay. Good morning again, everybody. This is September 12th, 2024. It's a Thursday. Let's take a look at the market. The first thing I want to say is, wowzer, what a day in the market. There's an amazing amount of people that, and I'm not saying anybody here, okay? I'm not saying that at all. But when we look at a chart, we kind of glaze over a few things. I think we're all guilty of it from time to time. But this is something that I think really should be noticed. Yesterday at one time, this candle looked like that right there. It was pretty pitiful yesterday. It was very pitiful. Here we've got this low. We tried to march up. The market opened up and then slammed it right down, and it was one ugly candle, just pointing to more downside. And there is no question in my mind that bear traders jumped in and just they sucked up everything they could, and by the end of the day, they got their rump handed to them on a silver platter. I mean, if you imagine a silver platter, you take the lid off and there's a great big rump sitting right there. And I'll bet you there's some bear traders that are just shaking their head right now. There's no question in my mind about it. What a whopper of a reversal yesterday. Okay, here's the thing though. Without follow through, we don't have anything, okay? So a fantastic reversal yesterday as per the candle, but really all we did was run up into a few more problems. So the bulls, they don't control 100% just yet. So trade cautiously, but I think the market's looking pretty good, okay? Now, hey, today, look where we're opening here. What about this? Well, there it is, 555.70 or so. By the end of the day, something like this could happen. We could come right back down, and that's what we don't want. So what I'm using here is just simply a combination of this. Here, let me get my arrow out. There we go. A combination of this line right here, which is simply the linear regression of a moving average. That's all it is. And we can talk about that more in the room a little bit later today. And then you've got the dots that are now green right here. And then you've got this black line, which is the T line. So what I'm looking for is for price to hold up. And if it doesn't hold up, that means we might have a little bit of a problem. The problem may only be sideways. That will be chop. And that is a problem for most traders. It really, really is. The last thing we want to happen, if you're a bull, is for the sellers to find some motivation to get us back below that 50-period moving average. That's what we do not want. If the sellers can find that kind of motivation to get below the 50-period moving average, well, we could have a real bear market on our hands here. But right now, that's not happening. So let's remember to trade the chart, not any kind of news out there. Trade the chart, not what your gut says. Trade the chart, not what anybody else says. You look at the chart, you make your decisions. Is this market in your favor? And is the chart you're looking at in your favor or the way you trade? Okay, so 568.73 is about where I see a target now on a bullish side. This red line here represents a 50% move, and it's from these lows to this high. These lows, this high, and then these lows over here. So we need to get through that red line. That's going to be pretty important. And getting there, we may be a little choppy getting there, and we might even see a little bit of a pullback if we get there, but that's okay. That's all right. Because here we've got a low to a high. We might pull back a little bit. Don't fret that, oh my gosh, we're failing. We're only failing if in fact we fail. Pulling back from a resistance area, a known top, does not deserve the word fail. What deserves the word fail, if we get below that 50-period moving average, really price can bounce in here all it wants. That is not fail, not from where we are now. Fail is if we fail. That's fail. So let's watch this chart very closely, okay? All right, let's take a look at VXX. VXX, be very careful here on this. The VIX, while it is down, it is not out, okay? It is down, but it is not out. We have a very nice bottom in here. Let me grab my arrow again. Here we go. We have a very nice double bottom in here. And we have, after that, what makes that double bottom so good is what comes after it. A beautiful, beautiful bullish candle. We rose up a little bit, and now we're pulling back. That's just setting up. We're holding above the 50-period moving average. We're also holding above that magenta line right there. We're holding above that. So as long as we do that, tread with caution. If we start to see the bull step in, tread with caution if you are a bull, if you're buying, okay? What else? Let's look at T21.23. On the 15-minute yesterday, T21.23 rocked, okay? But the 15-minute is just a teaser. That's all it is. It's a teaser. It's not a slam dunk. Oh, let's trade bullishly or let's trade bearishly. It's just a teaser. The 60-minute is the one we want. In the 60-minute, while it did turn one dot green, it is the very, very, very early stages. We need to see more bullishness here. So if this does drop and turn red again, be very, very careful out there if you are a bull. Now, if it moves up and you're a bull, hey, we're grooving. We're in good shape. Let's see. What do I need to do? Well, that's weird. All right. Let's look at a few charts that I've got picked out that I kind of like. They're on the watch list, you know. Everybody here knows that I run a pretty good sized watch list using the scanner, and it allows me to find charts that are set up the way I want. And right now, I see a few good charts really, really setting up nice, and I've added some target areas to it and kind of a chart plan to it the way I would look at it. Take a look at IRM, and right now IRM is working out great. This red line represents the 50% retracement. We must get through that. And what I'm looking on when I say that 50% retracement, what I've done in the background is I've taken something like this right here, a low to a high to a higher low, and that represents what we need to get through, okay? So we need to get through that, whatever number that is, 116.60. Risk, if we start moving down into this area here, As the chart moves up, just move your wrist box up, just like that. Really, really, really easy to do. And then a target up here at 121.50 and then 126. Remember to follow the candlesticks. If you see a sell signal, that might be a time to take some profits, maybe close the whole position out. Look at the overall market. So if we're in something like IRM, and let's just assume for a minute that it just does this, right? And then the next day, it comes in here and does something like this. Well, that might be a time to take some profits at bare minimum. Now, if you go look at the market, say the SPY, and the market is not doing so well, well, that might be a good time to take all the profits out. But if the market is doing fairly well, it might only take part of the profits out. This is just pointing to a little pullback, might set up again. Just remember to trade with your rules, okay? Wheat, take a look at wheat. Wheat is a rounded bottom breakout. This is a beautiful chart. Stop area in this, 110 to 503 area. Everybody might have a different exact spot where you put a stop. That's why I do this. There is no perfect stop. And out of the millions of traders in the world, we're not all going to get the exact same penny, nor do we want the same penny. Target to the upside, 530 area, and then up here to 550 area. We'll watch for a breakout, watch for pullbacks, and watch for a continued movement. ROKU. Check out ROKU. So here's a chart that's up right here, okay? Today, really nice. And I hear this from folks, oh, I missed this trade. I'm done with this. I can't trade this. Wrong, 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 wrong. This is the trade you want on your watch list. It may be a buy for some folks up here, okay? I'm not going to chase it up here. But what I want is the opportunity to buy it on a pullback. And if you've been trading any time at all, you know this stock is going to pull back. This is not a, oh, I hope it pulls back. It's just a matter of when is it going to pull back. And it will. I will guarantee that it will pull back and give. And on the pullback, what we're looking for is opportunity. It's like this. Here we pull back, right? When we break out, that's opportunity. So we're just going to wait for it to pull back. Could be today, could be tomorrow. When it pulls back, it doesn't change the targets. The targets are still there. The trend is still there. Price is above the T-line. T-line is above the trend indicator. Very easy to look at a chart. Very easy. Apple. All right. Now, I personally already own Apple, and I'm looking to buy more Apple. And what I'm looking for is a breakout right in here. All right. That's what I want. Like I said, I already own Apple. It looks like it might be trying to put a bottom in here. Of course, bottoms are always an after fact, okay? We can talk about that now. When it starts to break out, that's when I'm going to start to buy more Apple. And then if it breaks out of that red line, I'm going to buy more Apple as well. Targets up here at 234.40, 238.50, 243, 247 up there is what I'm looking for on targets. Walmart. Now, I know some folks in here entered Walmart yesterday. I as well. Walmart looks terrific. We talked about, let's say yesterday, we talked about the day before we talked about this move. There we are. That candle right there 3 days ago. We talked about that where the next day, which would have been yesterday, that would be a nice buy area in there on an inside day. And I know many of us already bought that yesterday on the inside day. And so far today, it's looking really nice. Looks great. Target 80, 3140-ish, 5260-ish up there. GLD. Somebody here in the room mentioned GLD, and that's on my list this morning as well. That is one beautiful chart. So here's what I'm looking at, okay? What I'm looking for is that trend. Beautiful trend. I'm looking for that 3-8 trap entry right there. I'm looking for risk that is minimal, right? And then I'm looking for reward up. And the targets I have on that at the moment is all the way up here, 241.80, 238.50. This red area, we're going to need to get through that, and that's going to be about 235.20 up there. So GLD is looking very good with a protective stop just in case it wants to sink to the downside. Here's the last one I have, Nova. And here we are again, the same scenario. Bullish trend, right? Here's our rally. There's our pullback. Here we are above the T-line. Here we pulled back all the way to the trend indicator to test it. Trend indicator is green. Looking for this to rock and roll. 1230, 1350, 1610. I want to thank everybody for being here. I absolutely appreciate it. We'll see everybody here at 9:30 Eastern Time, about 30 minutes from now, when this market opens up. All right? You guys take care. See you in a bit.